are live from the motherfucking Rebar for another episode of the one and only Rebar Show with your host, JP motherfucking Fingers.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It's your main man, your boy, your one with the most, your host with the mostest, JP motherfucking Fingers, and I am joined by my co-host, Humismart Pipes. Let's get things started real quick before we introduce our guest. All right, the one and only Rebar. Big shout out, United Cigars. Do it big, live United, smoke United. We got Sir Louis Cigars. Boutique as fuck. Swing that big boutique thing around. What else? We got Luxury Cigar Club. Get those cigars mailed to your doorstep. Look at this beard. It's coming in good. Day 2 of using beard products again. Fresh. Bearded Buffalo. Oh, the big one. We got the main thing when it comes to my mind. I think 69 and taking care of my cigars. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our one and only guest, Humismart.
What's going on, guys? How are you?
Josh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by Josh from Humismart.
How are you guys doing? Cheers.
I like the whole idea that Josh encompanies Humismart.
I just labeled you like Josh is Humismart.
Cheers.
Hey, that's a tall order. I don't know.
Big shoes to fill.
Big shoes to fill. That's what I was looking for.
I got you.
It's Saturday night.
No,
Work brain
it's
talk.
not. It's not big shoes to fill. It's a lot of cigars to humidificate.
Humidificate.
Sorry. The proper terminology is humidify.
Humidify.
Is humidificate a word? That's got to be a fucking word.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Humidify, but humidification combined. Humidificate.
See, if we had like a back room, like producers and shit, we could get them to fact check.
Right, you'd get a little voice in your ear to tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
It's not right.
It says,
Justin,
Hold
live
on.
from the Rebar. I'm getting something here. What's that, you fucking idiot? That's not a word. All right, Wiseman, hit us with the disclaimer. I gotta charge my vape pen.
oh boy, he's got to charge the vape pen. Okay, anything we do or say on this show is not affiliated or representative of our sponsors in any shape or form. Right, Josh?
Correct.
If you like listening to the show, continue on listening, enjoy, hang out with us. If you don't like the show, beat it.
Or
That's
keep
it.
watching and offer constructive criticism.
No. We're not about that. We like to stay ignorant.
Yeah. Call it constructive criticism.
That's bullying. It's 2021. Okay?
Is that the vibe we've been giving off? It's constructive criticism. I feel a lot better about myself right now. Then, thank you, Josh.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the one and only Rebar Show. JP Fingers, Wiseman's Pipe, and we have Josh from Humismart. Not Humismart, not Josh Humismart. It's not his last name. We have Josh from Humismart.
or on my screen it says guest.
Yeah. We're working on it.
Guest is Swedish for Josh, for those that don't know.
Exactly.
I was actually thinking, no, what am I looking for? Finland? No.
I mean,
I don't know.
I'll go with Swedish. I mean, I am Swedish, so we'll go with that.
There's a lot of Swedish people in Minnesota, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because there's the same with that
Real?
place in Canada. Yeah, no, seriously, I know that. Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay has a lot of Swedish people too in Canada.
Well, I had no
Have you ever been
idea
to Thunder Bay?
Yeah, it's
A
fucking
Swede-
awesome. I love it there, man.
Really?
Nice.
So it's like little Stockholm out there, or what?
Yeah.
In fucking Thunder Bay?
Dude, they got a
I
lot
mean,
of
they
old.
don't-
Oh, sorry, I
I mean,
interrupted.
I don't think they have the Swedish horses and figurines and stuff, but you probably get some good lefts at the bakery.
Yeah, no, so I watched this show, and that's what it was huge on the baked goods, and then they have one old style Swedish restaurant, and then a lot of the saunas and stuff like that, lake jumping and shit like that is pretty cool. Yeah, but see, Wiseman was surprised. I knew this stuff. I know this stuff.
I'm surprised you knew that. In fucking Thunder Bay. Who
Yeah.
knew the Swedes loved crack so much?
That's Sudbury. Sorry.
I think that's just like after you get past Barry, it's all the same.
Yeah, that's like a oxy problem. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start things off first. We got Josh from Humismart here, Wiseman Pipes. This question is for both of you guys. Oh, fuck, sorry, I spun down on it. I lost. All right, what is your best cigar experience you've had, and what is your worst cigar experience been? Not necessarily a cigar, but like people you're with or whatever. Something, something that's not been good that's happened. Your best and your worst. Let's go, Josh.
Best and my worst. Man, put me on the spot. I mean, can we make this
Yeah.
like the CNN town hall debates where you feed me the questions beforehand?
I was doing that, but then this is way more spontaneous.
Yeah, it gets you off guard.
The best. I mean, the best is probably anytime I'm with a group of people having a good time. I mean, it's all about camaraderie, friends, that sort of stuff. I don't know the best. You probably. I mean, there's too many to pick out, man, because it's all about friends and family and trade shows and things like that. And the trade show out in Vegas every summer is like a giant family reunion. And obviously we didn't have it last summer. I'm really looking forward to it this summer, and it's going to be an absolute blast. But the worst. I don't know, man. Probably smoking that shitty cigar I smoked today that kept blowing up on me while I was out trying to make pastrami on my smoker.
Not a bad way
to
for a cigar, but what a bad way for a cigar to go bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I look at it and say there's too many good cigars in this world to smoke a shitty cigar, and I mean, obviously, I kept it in my one of my Humismart bags, and it was well taken care of. It was in my office all night. It's been in my office for a couple of weeks, and went outside and I lit it up, and the thing just explodes and doesn't burn right, and I'm just like, throw it, F this,
Mm-hmm.
I think I can guess the cigar brand, but I will not say it.
I don't know if you could or not, but I'm not going to say either.
Man.
Anyway.
What a real subtle flex there, Josh. Making pastrami on the smoker. You got me going here.
You'd be hard pressed to find anything that happened to me, be like, it's not like I'm not stoked on that.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously you're having a couple drinks, you're making pastrami,
right.
Man,
it was 60 degrees outside,
so
which was like one of the first days I've been able to sit outside with the smoker going and have a cigar. And then that happened. I was like,
yeah.
F that.
All right, Wiseman. Best cigar experience, worst cigar experience.
Okay. Best cigar, like I'm kind of with Josh, man. Like cigar smoking is about community and smoking with your friends and getting together and having that camaraderie. So it's anytime I get together, with you or the boys, or we go down to Ellicottville or whatever it may be, that's always a good time. Individually, best cigar experience is anytime it's a warm summer night, the beers are cold, the fire's going, and you're just hanging out.
And you're pleasuring yourself by it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's what I was waiting for, and it's like, I just pleasure myself.
And I'm stroking it in the backyard.
Yeah. And then I wailed away on myself.
Worst cigar
we
experience.
need to put an age rating on this podcast too.
Yeah. I mean, there is what there isn't. I mean,
not safe for work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends where you work.
Yeah. Where do you work where you just listen to podcasts all day?
Not on headphones.
Yeah, not on headphones.
I just imagine like you're in a job and there's cubicles all around you. You got the Rebar show blasting in the middle of the office. You're like, shut that shit off, man. Worst cigar experience. I've had not that many, honestly. We used to do the segment "What's in Evan's Mouth." Had some pretty shitty cigars on that segment, courtesy of J-Dub and JP and Scott, and I try and get through them, but some of them were pretty bad. I rarely. Oh, dude! I remember. I know exactly.
He was like, he was trying. No. You were just trying to be so modest. You're like, I rarely ever have one. Like, it's always a good. Oh fuck! I remember that fucking fucked up time. It's a fucking word. Like, yeah. What is it,
dude? I remember being up north and I was so excited. I had a Lat ER15. This was in the summer last
And
summer.
you're
And I was so
dropping
excited.
names. And we're dropping names.
No, fuck it. I've had a lot of Latelier cigars and they've all been good. And this one was fucked. It was one of the most plugged cigars I've ever had. No saving it. That thing went in the fire, man. I was pretty disappointed.
So
yeah,
I'll follow up with one other one. So back, oh man, it was when I first started smoking cigars. So it was probably 2000. It was the winter of 2002, 2003. And a buddy had convinced me to go up north, and he had set a trap line for beavers the day prior. And I was like, well, that's a pretty northern Minnesotan thing to do. We're going to set a trap line for beavers, right?
no shit.
So we get up there, and dude, we were successful. He trapped a couple of beavers, and so this was before YouTube. This was before whatever, and cell phone videos, and we'd throw the beavers in the back of his truck, and one of our other buddies was going to school about an hour and a half from where we were at, and we're like, let's go crash his place. So went up again, totally Minnesotan, totally crazy thing to do. We threw the beavers in his shower to thaw while we went to go get dinner. So the water's running in this dude's shower in his cabin in the woods, and we go get dinner in town, and we come back and we're like, all right, well, we're gonna dress the beaver. We're gonna take the hides off. We're gonna get the guts out. We're gonna save the meat, whatever. Start drinking, and I lit up an acid, and all of a sudden we're like, where's that lavender coming from? Where's that whatever coming from? And we're like, oh, it's the cigar. And we're like, fuck, done. It was the first acid I ever had, and I never finished it.
First and last.
First and last. Never again.
Sucking on that potpourri.
Oh my God, it was horrendous.
Right? It's like, did I just walk into a gypsy's house? Like, what am I smoking?
Right. Well,
You know, there's
no winter, so it's like 10 degrees outside probably, and then yeah, we're all smoking cigars, and all of a sudden you start smelling these, like somebody's got the potpourri dish going or something. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
nasty.
It's funny that a lot of guys will say, like serious cigar smokers, they're like, yeah, I don't mind an acid if I've been drinking.
Yeah.
Dude, like
Mm-mm.
there's no amount of drunk where I'm enjoying that cigar.
You see all that booze back there? I could drink all of that and still not enjoy it.
I'm with you, dude.
It's
I'm with you.
It's like the toothpaste, brushing your teeth, and then having a glass of orange juice. Like, what the fuck? Like, why is this taste in my mouth?
Or brushing your teeth and then having a cigar right away. Same thing.
Yeah. It's like a menthol cigar.
Oh.
Like, what am I doing? Yeah, what am I doing? All right. My best cigar experience, my worst cigar experience. Best cigar experience is anytime I'm in the rebar with my buddies, my boys, it could be people from anywhere, right? People come over here, visit, people come over, see it.
Well, when
That's
I
my
can
best-
cross the border legally, maybe I'll have to swing by.
Hell yeah. You better be here. I'm holding you to it.
All
right. Worst cigar experience. Being uncomfortable at a cigar lounge.
Like physically or emotionally?
Mentally.
Mentally uncomfortable.
Mentally. No, but like, you know how you get into cigar lounges and you just get all these fucking weirdos talking to you, and you're just like, not to call them weirdos, but I mean, there's just sometimes I just don't want to talk.
There's the guys that don't understand social cues.
Yeah, and that's it. You know what I mean? For the most part, yeah, like I'm down to talk, but like sometimes I'm just there, and literally I'll just sit in the corner by myself, just sit there, smoke cigars, just relax, cruise on my phone.
You're totally right, because I mean, why do we usually go to a cigar lounge? We usually go to a cigar lounge to hang out, to socialize, to whatever. But there's times when I want to go to my happy place and just decompress. I don't want to talk. I don't want to whatever. I don't just look. You know, I had a crappy day, and I just want to have a cigar and watch everybody else enjoy themselves. And I just want time to process my day.
You need a do not disturb sign for the cigar lounge. You just wear it on your neck, like "Don't fucking talk to me."
No,
like, I'm a service dog.
It goes on those
Hello, my name is. It's like don't talk to me. I'm Josh.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
you
a
know what
service
it says?
dog, and I'm working.
Hey, go fuck yourself. My name is this, and this is what I'm smoking.
Exactly. And no, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's your favorite cigar.
Something I got to touch on, being in a cigar lounge and being not wanting to talk to anybody and sitting by myself. Oh, that smells good. What cigar is that? We're in a fucking cigar lounge, guy. There's fucking 10 cigars being smoked in here. What the fuck are you telling me smells good?
Well, I mean, I can tell you a surefire way to keep people from talking to you at a cigar lounge is wear a tracksuit like that.
It attracts them. It attracts them.
Dude,
Don't
it
think that
does.
highly of yourself. Does
It
Actually,
does.
Wiseman has been with me at a cigar lounge, and I mean,
People love it. It's like he's
Yeah.
a character. Yeah, it's fucking it's wild, man. Old dudes love the tracksuit. Brings them back.
they just
With
people
old
people
guys with
look at
hairy
it.
chests.
I don't show it that often, but I do have a little hairy chest. Yeah. But if people look at it, I'll walk in there and it's like, I'm there to smoke cigars. I'm there to have a good time for the most part, unless I'm going to a lounge by myself and I don't want to talk to anybody. And I'm going to be drinking and I get loud. And people are just like, oh, like they listen to see what I'm being loud about. So then they could join the fucking bubble.
Right.
Yeah, they get
Or-
that unsolicited invite to like just
Yeah.
chime in.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Right.
big time.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna pull out my singular best cigar experience now that I've had a chance to think about it.
All right.
And I'm gonna have to say it was probably with my grandpa. Years ago, I worked for this company. You may not know them, Oliva, and they made the nub. You know, they make the nub Connecticut 460. That was his favorite cigar. I started with them, and I gave him one, and he lit it up, and he was like, "Oh, this is the best cigar I've ever had." So, you know, kept a constant supply going to Grandpa, World War II veteran, all that shit. And whenever he was at the nursing home in Wisconsin by my dad and stepmom's, and whenever I would come back through and on my way home, I'd stop and have a cigar with Grandpa and whatnot. So it was probably the last cigar that I had with him in the summertime. And yeah, I mean, we just wheeled him out and we sat outside and we had a cigar and shot the shit. And you know, you might get a story, you might get a tall tale. You never knew what you were going to get, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed those.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. That's fucking
Yeah.
so. What cigar was it? Was it the G?
No, the nub Connecticut 460. That was his
Oh yeah.
favorite
Fuck.
cigar.
Sorry, you said that. Sorry, you said
All
that.
right.
I'm such a big. I'm a G fan.
What
I'm
was
a
he
G
smoking?
Yeah. One more time, will you tell everybody what they were smoking because they weren't listening? Sorry. So that's my bad because you said it.
I mean, that's not what I usually smoked, but I mean that was his. So you know, I mean, I always made sure he had a stash of those in his little humidor at the nursing home or at my dad's house, so that he could go outside and have one whenever he wanted one. So
Oh yeah.
I
That's
think
dope.
that anyone who started smoking cigars in the late, 2000 block era, 2006 to maybe 2011, a nub was part of your like routine. Like that was part of your rotation of cigars.
yeah, so those came out in 2008. So yeah, I mean that was definitely like they were all the rage. You had to try them. You had to see what they were all about. And
Oh yeah.
they still are incredibly well constructed cigars, ton of flavor. So yeah, I mean, and you know, it's a solid stick, and I think it's still a stick that everybody should try.
But you know what though? That's like a groundbreaking size in cigars.
Yeah, 4x60, 4x64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of companies had that size out until they started pumping those, and then everybody started buying them. Right now, all of a sudden you see, there's a good amount of 4x60 or 5x60. Whatever it is.
But you're seeing 5x6s. I don't think a whole lot of people are doing 4x. I mean, there's a couple companies doing 4x60s, but not many.
Yeah, it's definitely the boutique sort of size, that kind of outrageously, proportioned shape. But yeah,
Right.
they were the first ones to really like push that sort of novelty of a big giant cigar.
So it's a Robert Kelly cigar. I just want a small bat.
I just want a fucking little bat.
It's a fucking small bat. You know what I mean? Smoking bats, small bat. All right.
Right.
Next
Small
question.
bat.
Or sorry. You know what? What are we smoking? What are we drinking? Josh, what are you smoking? What are you drinking?
Well, I'm finishing up a My Father La Promesa. I'll switch over to a Flor de las Antillas when I'm done. Drinking, found this under the bar here at the Lone Star Lounge. Some bourbon.
Oh yeah.
It's freaking tasty, man. I haven't had this one before. So, and, there's a solid chance the bottle might be more gone by the time I'm done.
More, it's yeah.
Absolutely.
It will be less full.
Like it might be.
I got the Collective Arts. They just released this when I was in there last week and I didn't see it, so it must have been pretty new. IPA number 16. It is, this is a little bit weird, but it's an International Women's Day Grapefruit IPA.
It's been out for 2 weeks. Sorry.
Has it?
Yeah.
I didn't see it the last time I was there.
I have one in here. The wife has one in the fridge, and then we got one in the beer fridge downstairs.
Right on.
Well,
it's actually pretty
beer. Her beer fridge. I haven't had it. I mean, I don't. No offense to women, but I don't know. The can just didn't appeal to me. It's nothing against women, but it's an International Women's Day fucking themed thing, and I don't know. The can didn't look cool, so I don't know. I'm not excited to drink it.
I mean, I'm all for empowering women, but it's a little bit.
Me too. But
yeah, it's a little bit odd to put on a beer can, but hey, whatever.
I mean, it didn't appeal to me.
I'm smoking a Tatuaje El Trumfador from the Old Man in the Sea. This thing's got to be 10 years old. So, and it's burning real nice.
Real nice.
Burning real good.
Real good. Real nice. All right, what am I smoking? What am I drinking? I'm smoking a Neon Tiger limited release from Black Label Trading Company that I got at Sir Louis Cigars because I'm swinging that big boutique thing around right now. And you know what? Why this is smoking so good? Because I use my Humismart in it. No brainer. Think it out. And I am drinking the Big Yeti full of pina colada. Sorry. I am drinking the Big Yeti full of pina colada.
It's International Women's Day. You can say that.
You could like say it's full of whiskey too and be more of a man about it.
I mean, it's got a lot of rum in it. A lot of rum. It's got a good amount of rum. I've been drinking since noon, so whatever. This is just to keep hydrated.
I can't recall seeing what the Neon Tiger looks like.
It looks like this.
We're like looking at our screen really
It's a
closely,
barber pole.
It's a barber pole, but
yeah, you're
not as consistently barber poled.
Yeah, your camera, when you get real close, is super grainy on my side anyway. But I got the gist. No, that's okay, buddy.
I'll send you a picture.
I'm just telling you to fix it. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, why am I not doing better?
It was, again, passive aggressive. I can't help it.
So you're telling me my camera's good?
No.
Was that passive aggressive sarcasm?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. All right.
You get it.
We're going Josh, then you, Wiseman. What professional athlete would you be and why?
What professional athlete would I be and why?
Yeah.
And why? That's the
it doesn't
part.
It doesn't actually have to be a it could be any sort. You could be a professional horseshoe player as long as you're getting paid for it.
I get paid to smoke cigars. Is that not an athlete?
Well, you're not an athlete, but you are someone.
I mean, I'm already kind of living the dream, right? Like,
I mean, we're gonna have to get you in a tracksuit if you want to be a cigar smoking athlete.
I mean, I probably need a different size than you. I'm not super skinny and 6 feet tall, but I don't know. What
this camera is working good because I'm only 5'10".
Holy fucking pump this guy's tires a little more.
Well, you're right though, super skinny.
Fucking pumping his tires.
Hey, look at that. Now he's not going to change his camera because it makes him look taller than he is.
Right?
Yeah, you also got a big dick.
Right. Right. It's 12 inches.
I guess we got a JP Fingers appreciation episode. Thank you guys.
International JP Day.
Right? Let's suck on that, women.
I don't know. I mean, I would say my favorite professional athlete is Lindsey Vonn, but I wouldn't want to be her because I don't want to do dudes.
You don't want PK Subban rolling off you.
Or Tiger for that matter.
I hear
No,
you.
I mean, but
Pre or
I mean,
post accident.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Right, he's not rolling off anything right now.
He's fucking rolling off the oxys.
Hey,
Or
he
he's, or
can't.
he's,
He
well,
can't
he's,
take that wheelchair on the greens.
hey, he is rolling permanently.
Yeah.
Just not off anything. No, I mean, I admire her for her determination and what she's done, and then what she's done off the ski slopes. I mean, if I could be in a position to, create empowerment for anybody, and allow people to pursue their dreams, I mean, that would be the position I would want to be in, right? Like, um, what she's done for the sport of skiing over the last 15 years has been incredible. Um, and I think, and then the inspiration that she's provided a lot of kids and a lot of people has been incredible. So, if I could be in a position where I'm at that level, I would. I want to be known at the end for. I mean, yeah, I was a good athlete, but I want to be known for the inspiration that I created and the lives that I changed.
Yeah. You know what?
All right.
She's that's a really good example, right? Because she's probably actually bigger now than when she was at her biggest, doing all the skiing stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
and you know
just
what's
shocked.
crazy? And what's crazy about her is if you follow, the women skiing or skiing in general, you look at the other girl on the U.S. or on the women's ski team, Michaela Schifrin. She's going to end up beating Lindsey Vonn. She's going to end up passing her World Cup win record,
Yeah.
and she's going to go after Stenmark's win record. She's going to surpass that. She's at 69 or 70 wins this World Cup wins, and she's young. She's got way more career left than Lindsey Vonn had at that point.
Yeah.
But yet she's fallen into the shadows,
Yeah.
right? And that just tells you how big and how imposing of a figure Lindsey Vonn is. Here you've got a girl who's a woman who's a better skier, far better
Yeah.
athlete. I mean, she's
Stat for
way less
stat,
injuries.
she's gonna be way more of a legacy, but it's not gonna be a legacy till it's all the way done and everybody processes it, right?
Right, and she's far stronger. She's far fewer injuries, and you look at it, but you're like, this Lindsey Vonn has just created this machine or powerhouse of a figure that has just trumped everything in that sport, and it's incredible what she's done. So
Yeah. That's
besides
dope.
International Women's Day,
That's a
Yeah,
solid
why
answer
not?
though. That's the most unique answer ever. All right. Well, no, I mean it's the most it's unique, but it's actually like makes a lot of fucking sense. Wiseman, what
Yeah.
about
So
you? Oh,
obviously,
sorry, you can talk.
no, skiing is near and dear to Josh's heart. Then sounds like.
well, I love skiing. I mean, I love skiing, and I've taught skiing and all that. But it is. But I look at it and it's easy for somebody in, say, the NFL, J.J. Watt, right?
Yeah.
Huge player. Everybody knows him because he's in one of the biggest sporting leagues in the world. He's done a lot for change too. He's helped out thousands of people. Matt Stafford at the Lions, he's helped out thousands of families in Detroit. But you take somebody like Lindsey Vonn in an obscure sport that doesn't get a lot of followers. There's not a lot of people that are like, 12:30, I got to be on my couch watching skiing, or 5:30 a.m. I'm going to get up and watch skiing. There's not a lot of people that do that, but yet she's one of the world's best known athletes.
Yeah.
And outside of her, I challenge you to name 3 other women skiers, current women skiers, right? Exactly. So that tells you what she's done for the sport and for the community. It's remarkable.
Yeah. Everybody wants to be that Wayne Gretzky, that Tiger Woods of their sport.
What about Lindsey Vonn?
That's what I mean. She is that of skiing, women's skiing. I mean, male skiing. I'm surprised Josh didn't go with Bodie Miller or someone like that. But
Dude, I mean,
you know.
yeah, if I want to be a fuck up, that's awesome. I mean, I'd give a lot to be Bodie Miller, man. That guy didn't give a shit about anything. I mean, he was perpetual party animal. But did he create?
Guys, I'm right here.
but did he have an impact on the community, or did he have an impact on the sport, or did he have an impact on future generations? You say Wayne Gretzky, and like Wayne Gretzky's a name that everybody knows, right? Like, I mean, I don't care if you're 10 years old. If you like hockey, you know who Wayne Gretzky is.
Yeah.
If you like football, you know who Joe Montana is. If you like baseball, you know who Babe Ruth is. But if you don't follow skiing, you still know who Lindsey Vonn is.
Yeah.
And
She's been on cereal boxes.
So is Tiger.
Yeah.
I wonder if they would have gotten married if they would have displayed their Wheaties boxes together.
I mean, anybody that drives a Hyundai knows Tiger.
I wonder how many people are out buying those cars now after seeing that,
Or is there a recall on them?
Oh, there's a recall for sure.
Right.
No,
I'm gonna go with that was the best passive aggressive ad for Hyundai ever.
Hell yeah.
Right? Like, look at what this clown did.
Yeah, he's still alive.
He didn't walk away.
It saved this man's life.
Alive. Yeah, he didn't walk away, but it saved his life.
You jump off this cliff. You take this cliff off. You take something off this cliff without a Hyundai. You're fucked.
Yeah,
right.
Take your BMW off this cliff. I dare you.
So we were talking afterwards, right? So like, remember after Dale Earnhardt crashed, like how quick NASCAR was to enact the head and neck restraint system, and stuff like that. Like, so, out of a tragedy, a necessity forms, right? A necessity to prevent that tragedy from happening again, right? So had that been you or me driving that Hyundai, and we'd crashed that bad, right? We maybe would have made the local news, but that would have been it, right?
Oh, for sure.
But now that it happened to Tiger, it made international news, or at least in the U.S. and Canada, right? But so
it's everything I see. If I open up a news feed, I'm seeing at least 1 out of 3 stories are on that.
Right. So how long before the innovation comes? So we've got airbags, and then we had side curtain airbags and all that sort of stuff. So how long before there's like an airbag for the foot compartment, right? How long before something like that is created to prevent? Hey, if you're gonna walk away from the waist up off of this accident, and for $500, we can create a system that prevents your legs from getting damaged in an accident like that. We're gonna do it.
That's majority of things. Your whole upper body could be fine, but you always got like a fucked up broken leg.
Right, but so
because the fucking steering wheel goes into something or the dash goes into something. They call it's the fucking coffin airbag where you just
right.
But it is funny.
Fucking sticks you.
But if that had been any one of us, that would not be enough to drive enough necessity to drive change. But because it's Tiger Woods,
oh yeah,
is that going to be the necessity that drives the change?
Yeah, exactly.
It very possibly could be. Yeah, if you were got injured, they'd be like, well, at least you're alive, man. But
right,
we're not giving you any insurance money.
Right. Yeah. Right.
But that's just it. So how long before they create some sort of encompassing airbag in the foot box that prevents your legs from smashing around and getting jacked up and preventing you from walking to your couch again?
Sure.
Yeah.
No, totally. Yeah. Usually, tragedy always it always entails the invention of something extra that was a mainstay in safety.
Yeah. Why do we have to wear a seatbelt? Not because me or you went through a windshield.
But some dude.
Yeah.
Some dude that mattered did.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Well, that was probably the best case scenario for Hyundai is that he lived, because if he died, right in the shitter.
Right. But like I said, that's passive aggressive ad for Hyundai.
That's the best possible scenario for his ex-wife. She's still raking in that money.
As long as he's alive, sure.
Yeah.
If I was gonna be a professional athlete, it's kind of funny that you pick skier, because I was gonna pick snowboarder. I think initially everybody always wants to go with NFL player or MLB player or NBA player, someone who makes a shit ton of money. But it's a lot of limelight. It's a lot of you never, especially people now, you never really get your name mentioned among the legends of like you said, the Joe Montanas, the Emmitt Smiths, the legends of sport. So I'm just happy to be. I would be happy to be a legend of a very non-popularized sport. So if I'm going to be
like
anywhere,
curling.
Yeah,
I said curling a couple episodes ago. That's what I would do.
Dude, curling. If you were a curling legend, like I couldn't even name one curling player, honestly.
Something.
Not one.
There was a lot of controversy on him because he was just causing up a big stink and he swears a lot when he throws the rock. So they just brought him back and everybody was super pissed.
You sound like you've curled before. Like you throw the rock and he curses. Like all the lingo.
I watch a good amount of curling in the wintertime.
I mean, who doesn't love watching Tournament of Hearts? You know what I mean? But I can't remember anyone's name.
Briar Cup.
Exact same shit.
If I'm curling or dart player, that's what I would be. Curling or dart player.
Name a dart player.
Magnus Magnusson. He's got the flames on his hair.
He probably made that up, and we have no way to fact check him.
Fact check it right now.
That's a guy.
Your IT guy's not working.
Phil the Power Taylor. That's my boy.
All right, so you're snowboarder. Who do you want to be?
Travis Rice.
Travis Rice.
A legend, an inventor of so many tricks, a free spirit. The guy just lives in the back country and does whatever he wants. Goes heli skiing whenever he pleases. He has sponsors by endless companies. That's a lifestyle that I would want to live. I don't necessarily need the lifestyle of a MLB player where I make $40 million a year. That's not something I need. I just want to be happy and doing something that I love to do.
I mean, but let's be honest, it would be fun.
Sure, I'd die of a drug overdose fast.
You would die with a Viagra and drug overdose.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then everybody's going to be trying to mooch my money, and I'm not really good at awkward conversations, so I'd just be giving all my wealth away.
No, he's not. Even if Evan wasn't this guy, he's still just not good at awkward conversations.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm non-confrontational always.
Non-confrontational, passive-aggressive awkwardness. It's just really weird. Yeah. All right.
What are you going to be?
You know what? I'm gonna go Marty McSorley. Marty McSorley, hockey player. Yeah.
All right.
Still stays pretty local. Gets down with the booze. Got a lot of money, but stays out of the limelight. Except for when he two-hands some guy over the head. Whatever. Everybody fucks up every now and then. Everybody fucks up.
I thought you were gonna say. I mean, in that, why not be Johnny Damon? He just got busted.
Right. Oh fuck! Who else just got? What's his name? Todd Bertuzzi just got busted with the old Dewey by Michigan, in Michigan,
Did
Detroit.
He?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
You should be Probert, man.
Remember back in the day?
No, but I'm saying if he was alive.
Oh, I'd be Bobby Probert for sure.
Remember back in the day, Tommy Kramer, quarterback for the Vikings?
Yeah.
No, never played a game sober, Tommy Kramer.
Hell yeah. It's fucking crazy when you hear some of those stories. Athletes fucked right out of their minds playing.
I was in a cigar shop one day, and a guy was in there, and his dad used to be the player parking lot attendant at the old Met Stadium where the Vikings played. And Tommy'd roll up every Sunday, got a beer in his hand, offer the guy at the parking lot attendant guy a beer, and he'd always say no, but the back seat was just full of empty beer cans.
That's fucking awesome.
Actually, a legend.
I would change it to Marty McSorley or John Daly.
John Daly. There's from there.
Yeah, but I don't want cancer. So.
Hey, it's fixed now.
Yeah, it seems that way anyway. The beard is gone.
Yeah, but John Daly's that's legendary stuff.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Man, that's a good answer. John Daly would probably be up there in my choices.
Do you watch Bob Menery?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the John Daly clip that Bob Menery's done?
I don't think so.
I'll send
But
it
when he
to
throws,
you.
is it when he throws the club?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
There were hookers and blow until 4
Oh, yeah.
a.m.
He's just such a fucking. This is why he's good, because he knows he's in the spotlight, but he's like, I don't care if I fuck up. Like I
He's
don't.
one of us.
It's gonna happen,
One of us.
and that's all.
One
And
of
he's like, he ain't gonna. I saw an old interview with him. They're like, what do you do? What do you do before you play, like, PGA match? Usually I go to the putting green. I have a couple cigarettes, a couple Pepsis. I'll putt a couple
Right.
little bit, and I'll have a couple more cigarettes and a beer, and then I'll just swing. And that was it. I saw a clip of him at a mini putt course with a cigarette in his mouth and a beer in his hand. And there's all these kids, and literally all these fucking college kids bet him like $100 he couldn't make this putt, and he fucking made it. And he
I
walked
saw
away
that.
literally going, "My money."
That's a case of like extreme natural talent, right?
Yeah, he's just.
Like,
Look at his
he
son.
was
His son's fucking deadly.
like, could you imagine if he like 30 years ago, 20 years ago, cleaned up and took it seriously?
He just he followed
But
through.
you know what though? You know what though? He may have done better because he didn't. I mean, dude, right where my work is, he's got one of his first golf courses behind us, right by the fucking Niagara Falls. Like the fucking mist from the falls will hit on the fucking golf course, right?
Right.
Like Tiger Woods just got his first golf course now, and he's been, look all that he's done. I mean, he's cheated a lot and fucked up a lot, but that's just like every one of us. More so
Well,
the John Daly part.
I mean, in Tiger's defense, a lot of John Daly stuff happened before social media.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't in your face 24 and that 24/7 news cycle.
Yeah.
So, I mean, dude, if John Daly today was the John Daly that he was 20 years ago,
Yeah.
nobody,
For sure, it would have been a different story.
There's a lot of guys like that, man. You could argue that pretty much any pro athlete before the 90s, there's a ton that were just absolutely outrageous. Kramer, like you're talking about, showing up drunk to every game.
Well, were they outrageous? Were they outrageous, or it was just before social media?
That was the sign of the times. You know what I mean? That was kind of normal.
No, now they just have to hide it better because they don't want it to be on social media.
Do you think it's changed, or are they just hiding it better?
Well, you've got drug testing now. You've got a whole lot more stuff to prevent it. So, I mean, how many guys were smoking weed or doing whatever before games when they didn't have drug testing? Who knows?
Yeah. You know what's crazy? UFC fighters getting busted for smoking weed.
Yeah, like how does that affect your performance positively?
I've smoked
I thought
2.5
UFC was
joints
gonna.
today. I could barely move.
Yeah,
I could barely fucking move, guys.
I thought UFC was gonna allow that.
I think depending on where they fight, I think.
Oh, sure.
Not in Dubai, that's for sure.
No. No, we were talking to a customer over in Dubai, and he said that like having like even the marijuana leaf on like our 62% RH packs is forbidden.
That's wild.
Like, yeah, like no reference to it at all is allowed.
Well, I mean, it's not fair. They don't have good soil for it.
They're just jealous.
I think they're just jealous. The soil's not there. It's right on the ocean.
Yeah, it's fucking sand.
It's Dubai though. They can get whatever they want.
Yeah, they could
Right?
order 4 billion metric tons of compost and have the most outrageous grow up ever, and it wouldn't be anything to them.
Right. It wouldn't even move the commas in their checking account.
Right?
No.
Yeah. They're like, oh, finally some walking around money.
Exactly.
All right. We're getting ready. Let me load the next one up. All right. So I'm going to name 5 cigar brands or companies. I'm going to say it. Josh goes first with an answer. We're going to do like the Rorschach test. I'm going to say the brand. You give me the first thing that comes to your mind. Josh is going to say his first. Then you're going to follow up with yours, Wiseman.
All right.
All right. First cigar question. Let me look on the wall. Vega Fina.
Crappy.
I think of Cigars International Special.
All right. All right. Next one. Looking around on the wall. Looking around on the wall. Ashton.
VSG.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Josh beat me to it. VSG always.
VSG is fucking money.
It is.
All right. Looking around, looking around, looking around. Crowned heads.
4 kicks.
Las Calaveras 2014.
I would have been at the Limperiosa, which is the better creation of the 14. That's just
Eh.
my opinion. That's just my opinion. All right. Cohiba.
Knockoffs.
Uh,
Because that's all you either get the General here, General Cigar
Yeah.
Company next to, or you get the Cuban knockoffs. I don't know.
I'm torn between saying Bahique or like what's that word when it's such an established brand like
Siglo?
I can't. No, it's not one of their established brand. Like they are just such an
Pyramids?
established.
Pyramids?
Powerhouse?
No, yeah, kind of. They're an institution in the industry. You know what I mean?
A Cigars International of the industry?
No, I'm not talking Cohiba Red Dot. I'm talking Cohiba Cuban Cohiba.
Exactly.
The red
Exactly.
dot. All right, last one. I'm looking around. Iraqi Batel.
Got nothing.
Edge.
Sun-grown. Edge.
Edge.
Sun-grown.
Edge. All right. All right.
Honduran.
I believe on the last episode I said I would fight Rocky Patel.
Hey, can I do 5 Rorschachs for you, Fingers?
Yeah, sure. What are they on?
All right. Roma.
I love Mike Rosales. I'm not gonna,
Dude, I was just hanging out with Mike a couple weeks ago, man.
Dude, such a solid dude. As far as that other guy goes, I fucking hate him.
Dude, I didn't even recognize him, man. Like everybody's gotten fat during COVID except for Mike Rosales.
Yo,
Yeah.
for real.
Dude, Rosales been dropping him.
Dude, it's insane. Like I was like, I don't even recognize you.
Good for him.
Good. Yeah, absolutely. Solid job. But yeah, we hung out. We had some insane bourbons. We had some good cigars. We had a good time.
Hey, that's what the man's known for, right? The bourbons and the cigars.
Okay,
Mhm.
Tatuaje.
Tatuaje. Dick Riders.
Man, I'm surprised you didn't say Mo. All right.
But Mo is I'm friends with Mo. The people with Tatuaje are just, right, like great cigars, but people just go like too hard for them.
Okay, Dick Riders. Good. Blackworks.
Watch me now, James Brown.
Okay, Sinistro.
Ian's Jagoff.
I don't even know what that means.
Little bit of Pittsburgh.
All right.
You jerk off. It's you jerk off. That's what it means.
Yin's Jagoff. I didn't hear Yin's.
Yeah, Yin's Jago.
All right.
Jerk off.
Okay. Last one. Drew Estate.
Old school, new love.
All right. So do I get to play with you two then? Do I get to do one?
That's
with you two?
poetic. That's
Well,
poetic.
so you know what? I mean, everybody knows me back in the day. I was super tight with Drew Estate.
Let's do it together, JP.
Let's do it together, JP. And smoked a lot of their good old stuff. Smoked through it all. Tried buying some of the mid stuff that they did, and now I'm buying some of the new stuff, and it's fucking great. All right, Josh, we're gonna play a little roulette.
No, we're gonna do the same thing with you two. My pick.
Who
All right,
goes
go ahead.
first, Wiseman or me?
You.
All right.
JP, go first.
See, how I answer and how you answered is how Wiseman knows how far he could take it. So
Padilla.
Padilla. A wild man.
Yeah, I was gonna say shit talker.
Yeah, shit. Dude, he's a good bullshitter, man. He's like me.
CAO.
You know what? Brasilia.
Foundational.
Foundation cigars.
You know what? Since they went with all those gears, not in my wheelhouse.
Hmm. The wise man.
Oh, foundation. Fuck, I thought of
The
foundry. Sorry.
foundry. Yeah.
I was thinking of fucking foundry.
That's
Sorry,
why we
fuck
were
my
just
bad.
silent, bro.
Yeah, I'm fuck. As soon as the Wiseman said, I'm like, for fuck's sakes, it's foundation, not foundry. Fuck.
I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about, but I was
I
like,
knew
all
what
right.
I knew what he was talking about, but I wasn't going to call him out for it.
Hey, Wiseman, sorry, that's how young you are, though, that you don't know what foundry cigars are.
Oh, dude, I have some of those. I have some of those gears and shit, but like, I just threw them in the garbage.
I smoked a bit of them back in the day. All right. So foundation cigars, sorry, I would go with El Wence.
AJ Fernandez. What comes to mind? Anything about the brand?
I just want to say, like, not Cuban.
Okay.
I want to say has his hand in everything.
Okay.
So
that's probably the best answer. Is has his hand in everything. I mean, that's so true. I mean, but what's going on is, I mean, behind the scenes, he's doing a ton of groundbreaking experimentation and stuff. And so, I mean, I think you know, in the years to come, the industry is going to look to him at some of the stuff that he's been doing over the last 5 to 10 years, and to grow better, to produce better cigars.
For sure, I said not Cuban because he does all the Dominican Cuban brands or Cuban labeled now, right? Like you got all the H. Upmans, the Monties, and all that, right? He blended a bunch.
He's doing those. He's doing those for Altus, yeah.
And I smoked the H. Upman one, the fucking banker, and I was just like, "Fuck, this is good." But I'm like, why does it have this Cuban fucking name on it, right? Like H. Upman,
right?
You know what I mean? Like that could have been a fucking entire cigar on its own, and probably would have sold better if he just fucking did his like, if
but
he kept that blend from.
They took those brands and they thought in the 90s that was going to work better than starting a boutique company. Using the footprint of the Cuban sort of marquee to move forward was a better idea than starting something fresh. When in today's market, it's better to be a unique individual than to be associated with like knockoff non-Cuban cigars.
So all right, so my last one, it's 2 questions. I want you to name first thing that comes to mind about the brand, and then the cigar that comes to mind. You ready?
Yeah.
Fuente.
Arturo. Opus.
Oh, you're going.
Opus. JP.
I'm going Añejo.
Okay, and what? And one word for the brand. The whole brand.
Ballin.
That's a good one.
Ballin. I mean, dude, I know you've been here. We used to think we were fucking ballers on like a Friday night, busting out some fucking Fuente.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's crack this. You know what I mean? Yeah, we thought we were big shit back in the day, like 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah, we were fucking
Fuente. Yeah, so that's balling.
What do you
think?
Word? What do I think?
Josh? Yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah.
I mean, they're traditional, but they are legendary, right? Like they have epitomized traditional cigar growing, cigar manufacturing, the lifestyle, the culture, the techniques. I mean, it's the epitome. I would say of all the companies in the industry, Fuente and embraces and encompasses everything better than any one company, other than maybe Padron.
Yeah, I was going to say that Padron is probably up there with, it's the pinnacle of cigar manufacturing and cigar branding and, flavor, everything. They really bring it to the top.
Yeah, but then the lifestyle, right? I mean, you've got Carlito who wears his Guayabera everywhere.
It's the rest of the world, Cohiba. Everybody's like, oh, you like cigars? Oh, Cohiba, right? When everybody thinks somebody smoked a Cohiba cigar, right? That's what Fuente is.
Yeah, but Cohiba doesn't have a person, right?
No, that's true. Yeah,
Cohiba doesn't necessarily embrace a lifestyle, right? Like,
yeah. The only image is just a band. With anything else, there's like depth to it.
Yeah, other people sort of made Cohiba's image, but Carlito.
Carlito and his dad, I mean, they've created this brand and this image and this lifestyle that, I mean, it's not, nobody replicates.
Yeah. The Padron family is pretty close though.
But they're much quieter, much more reserved than the Fuente family.
For sure.
They don't. I mean, you've got the Padron family, and they put themselves out. They put themselves out there, but not the way Carlito does. Not the way Carlito goes out and is an ambassador per se, right?
He's the face of it though. Just that hat, right? Just him in the tobacco fields. Boom. That's just his head and his hat. That's it.
So it's funny how I'm noticing a theme with you, Josh. Is like legacy is important to you. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess I hadn't thought about it, but you're probably right.
I think it's a Swedish thing.
Fucking runes and stuff.
IKEA.
The meatballs.
So good story. That's my buddy. I used to ride BMX with his recipe in Canada. Guy's name's Joe. Shout out to Joe.
Don't tell me it's a Canadian recipe.
It actually is, but he studied as a Swedish chef.
So if I give you those two choices, which one are you guys going to pick, Padron or Fuente?
For what? What am I going to pick in terms of
what cigar you want to smoke? I don't care about the brand, anything. Like, which one are you going to pick? You got Padron, any of them, or Fuente, any of the lines?
I prefer Padron over Fuente, only because I prefer Nicaraguan tobacco over Dominican tobacco. Only reason.
Agreed. Fingers?
I got to go Fuente just because I think over this whole quarantine shit, Dominican tobacco has grown on me a lot.
Okay.
I was always like, I'm a hardcore Nicaraguan guy, right? And I swore by it. I never smoked anything else, always Nicaraguan. And I was smoking Dominican, and I'm like, this is mild. Or like, I get nothing off this. And probably the past year and a half, I just started let me fucking see. Like, let's see what it's about. And I've grown to appreciate, I guess, cigars from everywhere, not just Dominican, not just Honduran.
Dude, I wish I had so many more of these fucking El Trumpadors.
That's why it's so good, because you don't.
Why is that so good?
Next question. All right, where is this? Who in the cigar world, acting world, or sports world would you fight, and why?
Who would I fight and why?
Cigar, acting, or sports. It doesn't have to be in the cigar world.
Cigar, acting, or sports world. I'm not going to say the cigar industry because I don't want to burn any bridges.
Right.
But there's probably more people in that industry that I'd want to fight than any other industry.
That's the most honest answer you could give. I like it.
It is true.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, the cigar industry is fraught with douchebags. I mean, but here's the thing. Like, I guarantee you, if you ask that question of like an MLB player or an NFL player or an NHL player, they'd probably say the same thing, right? Like, this league is fraught with douchebags.
Yeah.
If I could fight anybody, who would I want to fight? I don't know, man. I'm not a fighter. Like, I'm not like. Probably more than anything, the dude that got pissed at me for doing 80 in the 60 going to work the other day, you know?
There we go. Hey, that's a solid answer, man. That's it. Hey,
I mean, I'm doing 80 and a 60, bro. Either go around me or go
yeah.
80 with me.
So that's it. Some people gotta realize, man. Some people are going places when they get into their vehicle.
Right. Like,
That's
so I don't know. I'm not a fighter, man. So to say I'd like, the problem is like, I have to pick somebody that I would know to be scrappier than me. Right. Like,
all right.
like George Costanza. Like, I could probably kick his ass, you know, from Seinfeld. But
George Costanza, yeah. You catch him eating out of the garbage can, and you're just like, all right, let's throw down.
Right.
Yeah,
But
George
like,
the Tiger.
but like, I mean, you want to go after a pro athlete? Like, I'm fucked.
You know what? I was gonna say, I would love. Everyone's talking about how fucking scrappy professional hockey players are. I'd love to fight someone from the Maple Leafs. Just one player. I don't really care.
I would throw down with an NHLer. Oh, well, Wiseman, I mean, you're 6'7" and I'm 6 foot, so we could hold our own.
But but you know what? Like, hockey players are not the same as they were 15, 20 years ago. So
they're just in better shape than us. Well, that's the crazy thing. Hockey players 10, 15 years ago were in worse shape than us. But they would fucking crack anybody's skull. Hockey players now are just in better shape and don't want to fight.
And they're young. They're like 22 years old. Like, I'm not old. I'm only 27.
I was gonna say, take it easy. You're 27.
I mean, I'm not old, but like they're fucking like, you know, I'm not scared of a 22-year-old kid.
I got boxers half these guys' age. It works out way better when it's actually older than them. I got fucking socks 1/3 of these guys' age. That's so Canadian. I got fucking socks I've had for like 7 years, buddy.
But I would love to fight a hockey player. Just, I don't really want to fight an NFL player because they would absolutely dummy me.
All right, we'll pick your hockey player then, champ.
Anyone off the Leafs. I'd fight Austin Matthews.
All right. If I had to fight a hockey player, I'd fight Foligno on the Wild. And that's only because 2 weeks ago, after 3 punches, he called the linesman over to break up the fight.
Like, Nick Foligno?
Yeah.
Nick Foligno called the linesman over?
That guy was he lost the buffalo that was in him.
He laid 3 punches into this kid and then called the linesman over.
Well,
I'm like, so I mean, at least Foligno, I know I'm only good for 3 punches. I only got to survive 3 strikes.
That's it, right? Yeah, I mean,
he's not gonna beat you to brain damage.
No.
Whack, done. All right. You know what? I'm gonna say I'm gonna go soccer player. Ronaldo.
Well, I mean, that's only because you just like swing at him and he'll fall down and be like, oh.
That's what I want to see, though. That's what I want to see. Like, that guy could probably high kick me, but like, if I fucking smack your face, are you gonna drop to the ground?
Of course he is. He's a soccer player, man. He's gonna be calling for the ref. He's gonna be fucking flopping on the ground like, I got hurt so bad.
But yeah, that's what I think, man. Soccer player, just like let's do the test. Like, can you take a shot? Or you're like, you hit them and they just fucking evaporate to nothing because they just die because they've been hit actually for real.
Right. So on the second round of this question, I'd probably answer Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
I probably wouldn't want to fight Babe Ruth.
No, because he's out of shape. And unless there's a ball being hit out of the park, he can't run.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I mean, you're probably going to get hit on with his chewing tobacco.
Yeah, I mean, he might get one good hit on me, but at least...
Fuck my eyes! My fucking eyes!
Right.
Speaking of, like, you know, legendary baseball players, I remember years back, I met Pete Rose.
Oh, he'd be...
I thought you were going to say Mark McGuire.
No, Mark McGuire would fucking crush my skull like an apple.
Not anymore. He doesn't do steroids.
Yeah.
Or sorry, he doesn't supposedly do steroids.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly he doesn't do steroids anymore.
Yeah, I could kick the shit out of Pete Rose, that old fuck.
What about Joe DiMaggio?
I don't know, like peak Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah.
Probably could. I
No.
mean, yeah,
Baseball? Who's the fucking idiot that did the bat flip and they fucking Mabaggio photo? What's his name? Jose Batista?
yeah.
I fucking hate that fucking guy. I hate his eyebrows. I hate his fucking hair. I hate his. I would fucking fight that guy. Just the guy, the way you watch him throw a baseball bat in the air. Like, you're a twink, buddy.
But he's a Toronto legend.
Everybody that's in Toronto says they're a legend. I got 4 buddies that live in Toronto and they all think they're the legends. Every time I talk to them, they're like, "What's up? This is a Toronto legend."
I'm coming at you live.
Yeah. Now Jose's been traded from 2 different teams and he's worth nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he's wishing he held on to his Toronto condo because he could have sold it for 5 times what he sold it for then.
Yo, for real,
Hey,
man.
suck it, Jose. Your condo would have been more than you fucking ever made in your entire baseball career.
Right, more than your contract.
Right,
It's kind of funny. So we're not near, like Justin and I'll speak on behalf of us. We're not nearly as involved in the
Thanks,
cigar
hon.
community. Yeah, we're not nearly as involved in the cigar community as you, Josh. So we know douchebags based on like, Instagram persona, stories of them, surface level shit. But you
Right.
probably get to know some real fucking assholes at the show.
Oh, for sure. They're all. I mean, but again, it's probably in any industry, right? Like, there's douchebags, there's not douchebags. You've got your Prince Harrys and Meghan Markles, and I mean,
You got Prince Albert.
right. You've got it. It's got it all.
You got him in a can.
Yeah, and so, yeah. I mean, that's to say, like, if you haven't, I mean, and you're at a disadvantage too because you guys are in Canada, right? Like, so you haven't had a lot of these guys come through your shop and your local stores and hang out and whatever. You've got your stand up guys, you've got your stand up crew, and then you've got the guys that are like, oh shit, like, I mean, it might be good for a drink, but that's about it. Like, I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to talk to you.
I got guys here that Wiseman's like, "Hey, if this guy's over, I'm not coming over." There's guys that have came through here, and it's like, "Hey, who's coming over tonight?" I'm like, "Oh, you never asked me who's coming over." I'm like, "Oh, maybe this guy or this guy. I'm waiting for them to write me back. If they're over, I'm not coming back." All right, cool. They're not coming.
Right.
But so
yeah, that's
Justin and I, Justin, he's got the gift of gab, makes a lot of good contacts in the cigar world. So we've had a lot of brand owners, I hate to say this term, but brand ambassadors, people that represent companies. We've had them on the show. We talk with them, we get to know them. There's a few that have been douchebags. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's easy to tell a douchebag from a non-douchebag. It literally just takes a 10-minute conversation.
Oh,
Takes 10 minutes in the green room.
I mean, here's the the kicker. Like, I mean, I like a cigar because I like it. I mean, I'm not picking out hints of dried cherries.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, dude, you how do you get dried cherries, leather, and dog shit in the same cigar? Like, I mean, whatever. Like, I look at this and I say, like, like this the Flor de las Antillas, from my father, like, it's a great cigar. Why? I mean, it always draws well. It always burns well. I never have any issues with it. It tastes good. It's Nicaraguan tobacco, which is in my wheelhouse, and so I like it. And I think the price is right? So
nobody's gonna tell you to smoke it, and you're gonna smoke it, or nobody's gonna tell you, "Hey, drink this." You're gonna drink it. Like, you're gonna do it just because you want to do it. There's beers out there you've had you hate, and you don't drink them no more. There's beers out there you fucking drank, you love, and you're still drinking them. Nobody's telling you, like, "Hey, you need to smoke this. Hey, you need to drink that." No, you're doing it because you want to do it.
Right, but when you get people in this industry who think that they're better than you, they're better than me, because and sometimes it's just because who they work for or whatever, and because they work for company X instead of company Y, and and so it's just one of those things where it's like, dude, you're not better than me. You're not whatever because you work for a different company.
Yeah.
You can still be a douchebag and work for that company. And more than likely, because you work for that company, you are a douchebag because that's who they hire.
Yeah. Settle down
Um,
just because you sell $20 cigars. Calm the fuck down.
right.
Go
I
go
mean,
try to sell it in this end of town.
right.
You know what's I find funny is guys that are douchebags that own companies, and then you talk to people that really like them, and then you're like, that dude's a douchebag, and you're like, yeah, I know, and then they're like, yeah, I know, he's fucking awesome, right? And you're like, no,
Yeah.
man, he's a dick. Like,
Dude,
what do
I
you mean?
agree with that guy on so many levels. Like, how?
Well,
Yeah, how do you relate?
Yeah.
take
Like, there's zero.
take look at we brought up Mike Rosales earlier. Bless his heart for dealing with Skip Martin. I love Skip. Skip, I've known Skip since before Robocraft. Um,
You could put
in
his
fact,
mouth guard back in for me.
what?
I said you could put his mouth guard back in for me.
um, no, like I love Skip, and I mean, Skip's a great guy, and I've hung out with Skip before he had a cigar company, and before a cigar company was even on the radar for him, right? You know, and so um, Skip's a dude that loves cigars, and people are like, oh, he sits there and he puts douchey Facebook posts up about liberal this or liberal that and whatever, and I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't make him a douchebag. It just you don't agree with him, so that doesn't
Yeah.
make him a douchebag, right? But then there's the douchebags. But like people think Skip's a douche, and I would argue that to the end of the day, like Skip thinks a certain way, but because he thinks a certain way, it doesn't make him a douchebag. The guy would give anybody in this industry the shirt off their back if they needed it. And same with his partner Mike. I mean, these guys are awesome, and but because you don't agree with their politics, they're a douchebag, and that's stupid.
No,
But then
for
you,
sure.
but then you, but then you
The
get the guys that are like true douchebags, like, oh yeah, like, oh you smoke that, what, or you work for that
yeah.
company, yeah, like that. Come on, grow up,
So here's the crazy thing, right? You could hate on somebody. Oh, you smoke this brand. Cigar's the same price as the fucking cigar you're smoking. This guy's smoking rolled up money. You're smoking rolled up money. Why is he douchey? Because he smokes some. I mean, I think truly douchey people are just like,
right,
like stop trying to be flashy. Just be you, and it's gonna
right,
come across as like, wow, look at you know what I mean. Don't always try to show people shit that you have. Just do your
right,
shit, and you're gonna be showing people the shit that you have. You know what I
right,
mean?
right. I mean, you're either a cigar manufacturer or you're a rap star, but
Yeah,
don't try to incorporate rap music into your cigar.
that's it. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, you're showing me you got a necklace
And
out.
by
Like,
and by the way, that was a shot across the bow in case anybody catches that.
Oh, we got it.
I got her.
I got it.
We'll talk about that after the shows.
But, all right, you know what? We got two more questions.
I'm really liking how prepared you are, Justin.
So you know what?
He has nothing else to do because of freaking
Quarantine
COVID.
has changed you.
No, so you know what? I've done like probably 3 episodes, like fucking slaughtered, hammered, and not having anything written down. Like I'll have a day off, a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, and then you just end
I'll
up
have
coming
a
out
day
here.
off. It's called the weekend.
I got good hours, but like I have a day off, and I'll just end up coming out here shooting the shit with friends, just drinking all day. Like, yeah, I got an episode at 7. I got an episode at 7, and just being fucking absolutely slaughtered. And I'm like, how the fuck am I doing these episodes when I can't even remember anything? And I was like, you know what? I'll tone it down on the day drinking, but I'm actually gonna have a fucking tablet of everything I want to talk about, and then it gives it a little like it's regimented more. You know what I mean? So actually, no, okay, we talked about that. What else can I talk about? I have, we might talk about 10 ideas or 10 questions, but I have 30 written down, and I just go randomly like up or down on it.
All right, next
Right.
question.
All right, back to my regime. Now, see, now I just lost the thing. All right, what is your favorite Instagram account to creep?
Not gonna say.
No, you got to.
You probably know the answer.
Is it the Rebar?
I fucking follow him like you guys all the time.
I know.
And I throw your stuff up in the stories every week.
I know. It's not the Rebar, but I do think I know.
You know.
All right, Wiseman. Favorite IG account to creep?
I said Hoppy Floppy last time I was on the show.
You got to
You
change.
said that like a year ago when I was on the show too.
Yeah.
You referenced Hoppy Floppy.
Bro, she's washed up.
Yeah. Okay, so
COVID got her down?
That's COVID got these things hanging even lower.
Man, I'll be honest, like I'm using Instagram as a tool now to learn different skills. Like I really don't go on there to see hot
Will you open
chicks.
up an OnlyFans?
No, like I don't learn.
Wait, take my money.
I don't need
there.
to see hot chicks, dude. There's
fucking money got out.
I'll be your first subscriber on OnlyFans.
Thanks, man. You know what? I creep a lot of framing Instagram accounts. Like,
you're a man that doesn't like, you don't like curves, but you like angles.
Yeah, like angles.
It's all about the
I'm
angles
trying to
of
learn how to frame a house. My goal in life is I want to build my own house. Like that's what I'm trying to get at.
Do you follow them or do you creep them?
I just creep them. I don't follow anyone. I like to keep my ratios good.
You just make it dirty.
But like, okay, so I mean, if you think you know who I creep, there's an obvious reason why I don't follow.
You're a married man.
No, it has nothing to do with it. There's a lot of Humismart follows a lot of accounts.
I think I know who he's creeping.
Off-air conversation. You
Yes,
got to give us 3 guesses. You got to give us 3 guesses, and if we don't get it, then that's it.
But why wouldn't you follow stuff about framing? Like, why?
I guess
are you a bad carpenter?
Am I a bad carpenter?
Are
Well,
you?
I'm not a
Yeah.
professional carpenter.
But are you afraid they're gonna like comment on your shit and be like, bro, that's fucked up? Like,
No,
you totally hosed that corner, dude.
Yeah, that's it, right? You call that level?
You're crushed because like your number one framing guy just railed on your project. He's like,
Yeah,
you suck.
Yo, you do that, you're gonna post something on Instagram of you fucking doing something with 2x4s, and they're gonna be all over it, like not level, fucking hack. You're not union, scab.
No, because I don't.
That's why he doesn't want the torture.
I guess I'm misusing the term creeping. Like I don't follow very many people. I kind of just follow people that I've always followed, the original people.
If you follow Hoppy Floppy like you do, you got to follow something at least that does something to do with framing.
No. I look at it and say, if you follow Hoppy Floppy, you got to follow like 10 like church accounts. Like
yeah.
I don't follow Hoppy
that
Floppy.
way the wife is like, no, but look, I follow this food account and I follow this priest and this priest and this priest. Like,
hey, this guy likes low hanging tits and straight hanging walls.
Right, like I don't know how I followed. That must have been an accident. I must
No, I go like this. I go, babe, look at this fucking girl's tits. It's disgusting. They're so big. They're so big.
No, I don't follow her for the boobs. I follow her to find out what beer she's drinking so I know what to buy next week.
You know
right,
what?
Exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, with that comes along with that, right? Like she drinks a lot of fucking insane
She
fucking
drinks a lot of good beer. Right.
Yeah. Insane beers.
But when you say creeping, though, I define creeping as you don't follow the account, but you routinely check the account.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. I routinely check the framing accounts. It has nothing to do with I'm embarrassed to follow.
Are you worried that your wife's going to find out you want to play with wood?
Yeah. Or she's gonna be like, fuck yeah, Evan. Let me watch you build a house. Let me watch you. Let me watch you build a house like this.
We're gonna have a second kid, and all you want to do is play with wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she knows that I want to play with wood.
Hey,
no,
let me see the windows you framed in. Give me a fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Listen, I'm feeling personally attacked over this.
Hey, you said it.
walked right into it.
Oh fuck. Okay, yeah. So I don't really creep, if that's
Next
what you're
question.
wondering.
Let's give Wise Man a break here, man. Next
Hey,
question.
you don't really creep, but you're trying to build a second house now that you're having a second kid. You're trying to get out.
That's it. Boyaka.
He's like, I'll build a house before I pull out.
Hey, who do you creep, Fingers?
I don't have Instagram.
Who does the Rebar podcast?
Tim McCabe.
Yeah,
So
shout out to Tim.
You don't even know when I share your stuff?
Tim will tell me, yeah.
Oh.
No, he keeps me updated with a lot of shit, but like I was just like, dude, I need a break for a bit. And I just
hey, Humismart didn't share your post with their stories this week, bro. What's going on?
no, he doesn't say that. It'll just be like, hey, so and so just messaged you, and I'm like, oh, what's up? What they say? And he'll send it to me, and I'm just like, oh, respond back, haha, cool.
Man, that seems like so much work to like, answer your personal DMs.
No, it's very rare that he'll actually send me something. Like I think he lets them build up. He's like, hey,
like you're real busy? Like you're busy?
me or him?
No, like it's like, oh, I'm so busy I can't answer your fucking DM.
No, but like I told him, I'm like, I don't care if you do whatever, like just post twice a week. And he's like, all right, cool. Like,
Fuck.
and I was just like, I just don't want to see. I don't want to have to look at my cell phone that much.
I admire that.
You're a lucky guy. You should.
But now I stare at a tablet.
You should see my screen time report every week.
Right, and that's what was killing me. Right, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I put on a movie I want to watch, and I'm like, oh, I don't even remember fucking half this movie. Right, and I've done the movie, and I'm like, oh, but I've been on my phone. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. And I'm like, fuck, why?
No, dude. I mean, like between like managing 3 Instagram accounts plus my personal Instagram account.
4 Instagram accounts?
Yeah, so I've got the Humismart Instagram. I've got the Humismart Cannabis Instagram.
Oh
and
yeah.
Then I've got.
Let me know if you need pictures.
Fuck yeah, dude. Send me shit, please.
Yeah, hell yeah, actually.
I need content for that. But anyways, that being, and then I've got the Fresh Smoke Cigars Instagram account.
Yes.
And then I've got my personal account, which my personal account sort of like I cook some food, I take some pictures, and I put it on Instagram, and we're good, right? But like I get that screen time report, and it's like you average 7 hours and 20 minutes on your phone this week each day, and I'm like, fuck.
That's a fucking shift. You know what I mean? You put in
That's a whole day of work.
Yeah.
And
man,
and
I thought I was like, bad.
But you know what though? I'll give you this though. You at least part of your job is through your cell phone.
Yeah, but dude, like, I mean that's personal stuff and work stuff intertwined. But I I mean, I'm on it during the day at work, but I'm not doing work emails on it when I'm at work. I'm not doing personal shit while I'm at work, but I'm doing my I'll do the Instagram accounts while I'm at work and stuff. But then I get home and I'm like, oh, Facebook, oh, Twitter, oh, look at what we can, look at the accounts that are shit talking whoever or whatever, and then you're like, oh, look, I better post my fucking dinner pictures because that's cool because I need 17 people to make me feel like I'm good at what I do.
Yo, that's what it is. That's what it is, though.
But it's right, like, and then you get pissed because at 10 o'clock you're checking like, hey, that fucking person didn't like my post about dinner yet. What's going on? Are they okay? Are they alive? Do they have COVID? Are they in the hospital? Are they intubated? Like, I don't know.
Did they block me?
Right. Nope. I can see their shit there. We're not blocked. We're still good. But yeah,
no, it's just like it's like a crazy sensation.
Right.
It's an addiction, man.
I need to fucking know. Like, what's this guy doing? He didn't answer. What's going? Like, I need to know what's going on. And like, you look at social media, like it's a fucking current thing.
Right, and then you gotta weed through on the work stuff. All the DMs like, hey, how do I get free samples? Dude has like 2 followers and he's following 35 people, and he's all like, how do I get free samples? And I'm like, dude, you have like 2 people following you, like, so I'm gonna send you samples and you're gonna be like, oh, this is the greatest shit ever, and those two people are gonna go buy. They're not gonna buy. Like,
So I might as well scrap my spare Instagram account I didn't say I had.
yeah. And then I tried to do TikTok for Humismart, and I'm like, oh, fuck, that's a lot of work. Like, videos are a whole nother animal.
I think that would be sort of fun though if like you didn't have to do all the other stuff with it, right?
No, like if I could pay like, or if like I could get like the 22-year-old kid we got working in the warehouse that loves TikTok to do videos for me all day long,
Dude,
it'd be great.
I got a
But the
fucking
problem
idea.
is like he's got other stuff to do. Like, I can't be like, hey dude, I need you to spend like 4 hours on this TikTok video.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would.
Dude, I got a new video to do with the Humismart and then the other guy, the
We'll
brown
talk about
bag.
that later. We'll talk about that later.
All right. All right. Yeah, yeah. It's got to be off air because it's going to be good and I'm going to make it fucking pretty cool and sick. All right. Wiseman, did you answer the question? Whatever I asked? Yeah, you did.
It's
What
too
was?
late. It's too late. Move on. Next question.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
What is your
moderating this. We've been on this for a long time.
what is your guilty pleasure what is your guilty pleasure TV show?
Guilty pleasure TV show.
Yeah, you watch like The Hills, you watch like some Teen Mom, you know, what's
Dude,
your guilty
I can't stand reality TV because it makes my head hurt. Can't stand it. Like, instant fucking brain scramble. Like, dude, no way. Um, but I will say, I love YouTube. Like, when I go down to my office at night and smoke a cigar, decompress. Like, I bring up YouTube on the TV. I watch YouTube videos. Graham Bensinger, you know who he is?
No.
So
So you,
he interviews a lot of cool people. I love watching, and he's 34, 35 years old, and but he interviews a lot of really cool athletes, and so I love that. Or I literally get caught up in TikTok, and like 3 hours later, I'm like, fuck, I didn't learn jack shit, but I did watch this really cool dance.
oh yeah,
Uh,
he's got some cool stuff there.
No,
Huh.
so Graham Bensinger is really cool. I like his interviews. They're really interesting. Um, he's a solid interviewer, and um, like I even think like you look at like Bob Costas or somebody like Bob Costas interviewing professional athletes, and like he's ahead of Bob Costas. Um, his questions, his whatever. So like I love that. Like, I'll eat that up. Like, documentaries and that, I eat that up. And like, my guilty pleasure is documentaries and Graham Bensinger interviewing professional athletes, especially in sports that I don't even give a shit about. Like the Dale Earnhardt Jr. Like, I don't follow NASCAR, but the Dale Earnhardt Jr. interview was insane. The other one is the Brilliantly Dumb Show. Um, that dude interviews some really cool people too. Like, he interviewed Rob O'Neill, the guy who shot Osama bin Laden, and like his questions, like, they just like, one question will spawn like a 5 minute conversation, right? And like, to me, like, that's a really good interviewer, right? Like, if you can ask one question and it spawns a 5 or 10 minute conversation about a topic.
Who does that remind you of?
Not you.
Oh, really? Really?
Hey, we can't stroke you all night long, dude.
I'm smashing my travel humidor right now, but it ain't doing nothing because it's the fucking Humismart one.
Yeah.
Use promo
In
code
fact,
Rebar and get some of these.
you can smash the shit out of it. Go to humismart.com, promo code Rebar, and get
Boom.
yourself a travel humidor that you cannot break.
That's it. Believe me, I tried. Some guy just texted me from a random number. Hey, bro, just saw your message now about your family. So sorry that happened. Prayers and thoughts to you all. I go, what? Damn it, wrong JP. How you doing, man?
Dude, no, I would have
But I
never
don't have
said
his
what.
number saved.
I would have never said what. Never. I would have played into that 100%.
Just
And I
say
would have been like,
thanks.
But the awkward part is this guy now has me in his phone because he knows me. And he's like, sorry, wrong JP. Bro, who the fuck is this?
wait, let's talk about who the other JP is.
Where is this guy? I gotta fight him now. This is the guy I'm gonna fight. This other JP. I'm the only JP.
Right. Exactly.
JP supremacy.
Where's the area code 469?
Wait. What were the last two numbers?
469 is the area code.
What?
Adrian B. Who is Adrian?
Hold on. What are those two
Is
numbers
that
there?
the guy from Cigars and Guns?
No, that's
Hey.
69. Speaking of 69, Adrian B. Who do I know whose name is Adrian B? I got his number, though. I got Adrian from Cigars and Guns.
I don't know. Can't help you there.
Yeah.
Adrian. But I'm just so interested right now.
Yeah, but you screwed it up. You told him it was the wrong JP. Now you can't have fun.
Did I, though? I didn't say it's the wrong JP. I said, what? All right.
You need to follow all that up with, how did you find out?
Yeah. How do you know? How do you know it is? Maybe I'm just grieving.
How did you find out? Nobody else
What?
is supposed to know.
I didn't know yet. Now you're telling me whatever happened to my family?
What happened to my family? Yeah.
Right.
I would totally mess with that. I would totally mess with that.
Did you do it to my family? Oh, fuck. Now I gotta get to it though. Like, it's Cigars and Guns. I gotta go. Did you kill my family? I gotta go. Did you shoot my family? Did you shoot my family?
It was you, wasn't it?
Right. All right. Fuck. I'm finding this way too fucking funny. All right, Wiseman, answer the question. What is your guilty pleasure TV show?
I think I said last time I was on the show, the only real TV show that I'm watching right now is I'll catch an episode of Jersey Shore, as much as that'll make Josh's head explode.
Oh, dude. Game over.
It's like, God,
So
my brain just
literally
melted.
So can I say I was super excited to watch the Prince Harry, Meghan Markle interview last Sunday night. Like, no, I get it. Whatever. You have to respect the Queen. I understand.
Did you buy a new patio set?
No, but like
that was the number one selling thing out of that show. That patio set that they sat on fucking sold out in like fucking minutes.
It's real nice.
It was real nice.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know. I'm a sucker for royal drama, and I'm not a part of it. It's kind of amusing to me, like how this
doesn't include you, Josh.
How this old school, outdated, old-fashioned institution is still so prevalent in a society.
Yeah,
is just
it's fucking. It's so prevalent. It's like it's so irrelevant that it's prevalent almost. But do not talk about our monarchy.
Right.
No, but like
it's I was really
outdated. Like it's.
I was really disappointed. Like if you're gonna say shit happened, like name names. Like I wanted names. Like who was the one accusing you? You know, who was the one making racist comments? Like don't drop half a bomb and then not finish it off.
That's the crazy thing now. On that news feed, you get things. Oprah confirmed it wasn't this prince. Oprah confirmed it wasn't this guy. Oprah confirmed it wasn't. It's like, well, who the fuck was it then?
Phillip.
Who the fuck was it?
I think it was Prince Charles.
He's in the hospital though. No.
No, that's Prince Andrew or the Queen's husband, whatever his name is. Prince Philip. He's in the hospital.
Yeah, but who gives a shit? You know what I mean?
You know more about my Queen's family than I do.
Right, but
I think that it's funny that people give a shit so much. They're actively trying to maintain that sort of royalty tradition.
Yeah.
For reasons that are literally non-practical at all. And they're
completely.
like, we'll totally give you so much tax money to do this lifestyle. Right. Just so that you can keep it.
Yeah.
It's fucking bizarre.
To somebody who's not a part of it, right? It's just intriguing.
I don't even think we're a part of it though. Like it's just so fucking weird.
No,
Like I'd
not her
rather watch something about Joe Biden's dogs biting one of the fucking White House guys.
Did you see the meme about the dogs biting? And they had the dogs were on the couch being interviewed by Oprah.
No.
I'll send it to you after the show.
That's fucking amazing.
Great.
But like that's so. I guess like the monarchy almost made themselves like irrelevant in fucking Canada.
Yeah,
or
but okay.
wherever else
let's
the
go back
monarchy
to the
fucking
whole-
stretches.
Let's go back to the whole interview. Like Josh said, if you're gonna fucking talk about racism, name some names. Like you're not part of that shit anymore. Who gives a
Like,
shit about the?
I watched that interview because I wanted the dirt. I wanted to know the dirt, the dirty, and I didn't get the dirty.
So I was the most disappointed with the fact that no shit got said. It was all like, but what did they say?
The only people that benefited from that, and they said, was Oprah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the only good that came from that was the fucking patio set and Oprah's fucking ratings.
Right. So let's talk about how much money we have and how bad things have been in a pandemic. Like I said, like that thing would have been even better. It would have been so much more juicy if it had come out right after Tiger King, right? Like Tiger King dropped right at the beginning of the pandemic, and then when everybody was like, "What are we gonna watch now?" And we just watched Tiger King. Like, oh, there's the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle interview. Like everybody would have fed on that. It would have been a feeding frenzy.
Yeah.
Like, but they waited too long. It should have come out right after Tiger King.
That's a crazy thing. It's probably been filmed for a long time.
Right. Did you guys watch Tiger King?
No.
What?
Yeah, no.
Can you get it?
Oh yeah. I don't know. My wife watched it and she started watching it, and anytime it would be on, I'm like, we're already like fucking, you're ahead of me on it. Like,
Dude, I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch the first episode. Like, this sounds so crazy. I can't watch it. Like, I'm not like it's too reality TV, right? For me.
Yeah.
And I watched that first episode. Dude, that first night I watched like 6 out of the 7 episodes. Like I was like until 4 a.m. I was hooked. Dude, it was just so outlandish, insane.
Yeah, but you get invested in some stuff like that sometimes, right? Like
it wasn't.
Whoa!
What just happened there?
Holy fuck, Wiseman! Did you do a somersault?
The tablet took a header.
Oh, and you're on the tablet too.
Sorry.
I just got a little battery warning too, just so you know.
Yeah. All right. So Jersey Shore, that's what you're saying?
Yeah, man. I really don't watch much TV. That's what I kind of have one day a week with my wife. We watch that shit, and that's it.
I don't know how you ever made another kid after watching that once a week.
Man, I'm pretty busy. Like I don't really.
It's like this. Shit. Call me Ronnie. Call me Ronnie. Call me Ronnie. All right. You know what? I can't talk that much shit. Stop, Ron. I can't talk that much shit because I watched that. I got invested in Jersey Shore, and then somehow I just started watching Floribama Shore, which is
me too.
Florida. Yeah, and you know what? I watch every single episode of Floribama Shore, and when they came out with a new season, when I didn't think it was going to be happening, I somehow I was like, you know what? I've already made it. Fuck, I'm on the 3rd season of this. I gotta fucking commit. So I'm current right now. I mean, if I could compare Floribama Shore to anything else, I would say it's comparable to like Curse of Oak Island. Because those fucking guys have been leading me on for so many fucking years. 8 fucking seasons now they've been leading me on. Nothing.
Floribama is so much better than Jersey Shore.
Yeah, it is.
In my opinion. Josh, what do you think?
I've not watched either, so I can't. I'm staying silent.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap this up until the next episode, which we may find some of this to be the new ending outro music.
Oh, was that good or what? Was that good?